lipstick tip of today's video is to avoid such activities which may colour your teeth, as a slight yellow tint to your teeth may be more visible when wearing bright coloured lipsticks, such as smoking and drinking coffee. Hi everybody, I hope you're having a lovely day. Today's video is something which I've been organising for a little while now. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I recently went out and bought a load of MUA lip lacquers. And the reason why I did that is because I'm always ranting and raving about MUA and how good their products are. I know it probably gets boring. It's very cheap, it's very cheerful, and you get a lot for your money. You get more for your money in this case. And I particularly talk about their lip lacquers because I feel like they're just really good, and people always ask me what's on my lips, and I'm always having to say that, and I may as well just give them a little bit of a rave whilst I'm speaking about them because they are just so good. The fantastic thing about MUA is that each of these lip lacquers were just £3 each. £3. You could buy a coffee with that. You could buy a sandwich and a chocolate bar with that. You could buy a small bus journey for that. It's such a small amount of money that is going into something that you will use a lot. I always do get MUA products, but I hadn't actually gone out and bought a load of new lip lacquers for a while, and then it wasn't until one of you guys told me, thank you, that they were doing a deal where you get 2 for 3 or something. I thought I'm gonna have to do this, so I went out and then I bought a range of colours for you guys so I could give you a review and tell you what I think. First and foremost, I want to say this because it's really important. Something in their formula has changed. I'm going to say that. It's still good, it's still amazing, but I feel like with their newer collection that looks like this, there is something different because their old collection looked like this and it's been updated, it's been revamped. I don't know what's happened, but they've just changed it. I can tell that immediately from wearing them and just feeling how they go throughout the day, but they're still really good. If you want to wear these lipsticks and if you're considering buying them, then come on, £3, you haven't got much to lose. If you want to give these a chance, you need to make sure you moisturise your lips, obviously, because you do anyway when you wear lipsticks, but don't think you can get away with it with these because obviously they're a dry matte finish lip stain. Because they're a lip lacquer that dries like matte, then you don't want to have crusty lips. If you're somebody who suffers from dry lips all the time, then maybe it's not the best thing for you. Plus, I've also noticed through experimenting with different ways of applying this, it is a lot better if you work through coats. I don't recommend you to do more than 2 coats because that's ridiculous, but I recommend that when you apply these, you make sure there is as little on the applicator as possible so you can dab tiny dots on your lips and just spread it across in a very thin coat. I feel like that way it dries better and it also stays on longer, and you don't have to work with uneven lips because if you're doing it as 2 coats, you're in more control of what you're doing. Even though the clip you're about to see is maybe me not necessarily applying it like that, but this is what I've learned through applying it like the ways you're about to see. Does that make sense? Probably not. Even better if you own a lip brush, use that instead. Just literally get a bit of the colour and then dab it onto your brush and apply it like that. Those are just my little ideas and tips that you could use. This is the selection I chose. Like I said, I got it on their website when they were doing a particular deal, but they do usually sell for £3 each. Now let's start off with one of my faves, which is the Symphonic. I really love this. It's a purpley shade, which I feel like I wasn't going to get along with, but I actually really like it over the darker purple that I'm about to show you afterwards. This is just a really nice rosemary, mauvey, I want to say subtle colour, but it's not exactly subtle. I mean, it's purple, but it's a lot more flattering on my face than the darker colour. Maybe it's less in your face. I don't know what it is about it, but I just feel like it's really complimentary, especially if you're wearing quite heavy eye makeup and you don't want to go too extreme, but you don't want to not wear anything at all. Another thing I want to mention is the smell of all of these are really nice. It's a really sweet smell. I can't really put my finger on it. It smells like sweeties. The second colour, which is similar to that one but it is much darker, is called Kooky. This is a really pretty colour as well, obviously a lot more in your face. It's a very, very dark shade compared to the usual colours I usually like putting on my lips, but I don't feel uncomfortable about using it. I don't usually wear dark lips because I get worried about how I'm going to look, but I feel like this maybe has some pink tones in it, so it makes me feel more comfortable because, you know, pink is a natural colour, even though this is far from natural, but because it's not something like jet black or a bright pure purple, I feel more comfortable about wearing it. This next colour I want to talk about is the older range, and it's in the colour Atomic. This colour is a very true red, and I mean luminous red. It's got some oranges in it, I feel, when I look at it. I'm going to be honest and say that it isn't my favourite colour out of all of them, probably because of the fact it's just a pure red which has no other tones in other than orange, so I don't know how I feel about that. But I really like using this colour if I want to mix some shades together. If I want a true bright red to be mixed with something, then I will definitely use this. And it's good for makeup looks that don't have much going on in other areas of the face, and you just want a colour that really pops and stands out. So you can use just a tiny bit of it and it will go a long way. Also, while talking about reds, something I recommend if you want your colour to go a longer way is to use one of these. I actually have 4 of these which I use if I want to use particular colours. I've got this red lip liner for red lip lacquer, obviously. I've got this brownie one which I'll talk about later, but this is my fave of all, and it's a very nude basic colour which is just called Caramel Nugget. And I also have this one which is a anti-bleed lip liner, which is just transparent and it's white. You can't see it or anything, but it just helps it stop bleeding. But this one is called Red Drama, and it's a true red, so you'd want to wear this one with something like this. Lip liners are really good because obviously they can be used for just around the lips to make sure that the lines are all straight and defined, but you can actually wear them over the entire lip as well. So sometimes I just wear lip liner on its own, but you can also wear these on top, so it just makes sure that you're getting more coverage throughout the day. If a little bit of this comes off, then you're going to have lip liner behind it to back it up. However, these are made to stay on your lips. You will find that they might go a little bit patchy throughout the day and you will have to top them up throughout. But then again, I've never really found a lipstick before that actually truly stays. I've tried Lime Crime before and I paid a lot of money for that, but I feel like really I'd get the same results out of something like this, which was £3. So what does that go to say? Quite a lot. The next colour is more of my favourite. It's red, but it's not as bright. It's called Reckless, and it's a beautiful colour. It's a very Christmassy red. It's true red lip look. When you think of a red lip, this is what you're going to use to get that lip. It's flawless. I love it so much. You feel like Snow White with your rosy apple lips. It smells incredible. As I said earlier, I'll be talking about this colour, and it was the very reason I got into MUA. I was actually looking for a nude, which kind of makes my lips look a little bit bigger because sometimes I get self-conscious about my lips. I don't anymore, but I wanted to find something cheap and cheerful, and I found this and I was like, £3, I don't think it's gonna work. And it did. If you pair something like this with this, you're going to get incredible Kylie Jenner lips. I hate to say it because it's a phrase that we're all using at the moment, but you really will. Your lips will look so much bigger and natural, and it's such a nice colour. This colour is in Tranquility. The next colour that I got was this pinkish colour, and it is in Moxie. This one is a really nice Barbie pink shade, and I chose this one over the other pink they had because that one was a really intense, hot, pretty pink colour. This is a darker pink, darker shade. I much prefer darker shades over really bright, shocking ones. And the last colour is something I didn't really dig, if I'm honest with you. It's a metallic colour from their metallic range. Deep down, I did have a feeling that I wouldn't really like their metallic range because I've not really ever been a type to like that kind of look. I mean, I just like solid colours that are matte. I don't really like shiny, and I don't really like lip gloss. I just thought, I'm going to try it once because I found MUA on a whim in the first place. So I thought if I try this, maybe I'll end up loving it, but really I haven't. However, this is a good product if you want to once again experiment like I have on this look today. It's a very strange colour when you wear it on its own. It gives you a very Tin Man feel. I mean, I look like the Tin Man, but the actual bottle is really nice. The rectangle shape, the top's super shiny, and then you can just see contents of what's inside here. I don't know, I think it looks expensive. So if I just give you a demonstration about what I mean with this one. It's really good if you want to create some sort of definition on your lips. I don't really know how much of a difference you can tell, but that is what I will be using this for. If I'm wearing like just a little bit of mascara, sometimes I'll put a little bit of this on because it's kind of like spruces up my face a bit. But I mean, I got this in Luster, which is quite a eggshell type colour. Quite a strange choice from myself, but I wanted to play it safe. But turns out I played it extreme end of not safe, because this is a very, very metal colour. Yeah, they were all my try-on clips. I felt like it was more appropriate to show you exactly how it looks and how it applies and how it dries. That rhymed. Because it's a lot better than swatching, even though I have swatched 2 of these colours on my hands now, just to show you how much they stay. As you can see, this is Moxie and Reckless, and they really, really stay on. Yeah, like I'm talking, I can't even... There we go, I made a little bit of difference. And the bottles are fairly nice. They look like glass, where they have this frosty type style where you can just about see the colour that's inside the bottle, and then the golden lids. So there we have it. That is the end of this try on haul / review. I hope you took something away from it. I hope you learned more about some colours which you may be considering buying. I 100% recommend you try these out. Thank you for watching. If you would like to stay in contact with me, I have social media, which is in the links down below. I also have a PO box, or just a simple message on one of my Facebook posts, or a tweet on my Twitter. I appreciate anything you guys want. I even have Instagram. Come see me on there. Speaking of Facebook, I actually upload exclusive videos on there now. I just do one takers for you. If you want to see even more of me, then you can go on there and have a look at them. I've only recently started doing that though. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're well. Choose happiness and have... Ooh, my hands are so red. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you very soon. Don't forget to choose happiness, and happiness will choose you. Bye! Smile. Just actually collect proper Buddhas, not just like a stupid little plastic one. You have to press this button and feel the zen.